Yes, we are now.
Perfect. Concerning Della Riva. There you go. So, we're going to have a look at the Della Riva guard because we have to look at how to beat a Della Riva guard. And before we look at how to beat it, we have to know how to do it. So we're going to cover, over the next couple of weeks, Della Riva. We're going to have a look at it a lot. And we're going to have a look at a couple of different grip sets today. So the first and relatively most common is when you take a pant grip on the back. Now, the pant grip is exactly the same as the pocket grip, where you pinch and roll the fabric. Try if you can not to go thumb and fingers into the gi, because you can get spiral fractures and all the rest of that fun stuff. But we're going to grab the pant leg, and what we're doing is we're rotating so that the top of our hand, the back of our hand, is flat against our thigh as we're pulling. You feel that, Evan? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm like literally actively pulling the gi at all times. The other side, I'm going to reach up and grab a pocket grip on the sleeve. And what I'm doing is I'm heaving. So I'm using my traps, the shoulders, to heave as I do a lat pull, all the way up. Watch what happens to Evan's posture. You feel. Now as Evan tries to posture, that's when I engage the feet. So one foot's going to be underneath the thigh, toes wrapped in to his thigh. The other foot's going to be on the groin. We see people all the time teaching go on the knee to push. No good. So on the extremity of the control point, you want to go on the groin. Gender don't exist in jiu-jitsu. So we're going to be here. Now as I heave, you feel how you're off balance. As he tries to take his posture back, I push. And you can see how you feel that's a counterbalance there. Now, for the longest time I was taught you grab, then your legs do the work. And then you can like pull in and your legs do most of the work when we're doing a Della Riva. Primarily the one that's on the hip, because that's what's going to off balance them by pushing and pulling. I disagree with this assessment, courtesy of Professor Gomez, who just came third at Worlds. He's done very well. And also my last competition where I got absolutely fucked up. So, sorry, I learned a lot. I learned a lot. The primary usage that those guys were doing, they were pulling with their hands first. The legs were secondary. So now when Evan's trying to posture and all the rest of it, you notice how I'm crunched? I'm not lazy, I'm crunched. And now when I'm pulling, you feel this, Evan, how you're really off balance and you have to quite heavily sit into me. Now when I use my pusher leg, you feel how you're really off balance here. Does this make sense to everyone? So I'm heaving first, then pushing with the legs. And I want to almost pivot him over the top of my feet by pulling. So you have to pull quite hard all the time, right? We're here, pant leg, and sleeve. And what we're going to do is as I pull, I encourage him, and I'm going to sit up with him. And what I want to do is as I sit up, I'm going to corkscrew to the inside and heave with the hand that's on the pant leg. Can you see? What this does is, if you notice, his foot's connected to my bum. I don't want to have this thing where he's off balance and his foot's on the floor. No good, I'm starting to lose the position. I want to have this idea where as I tip him to the inside, I'm lifting his foot onto my hip. He's off the floor now. From this position, that Della Riva hook leg is going to circle onto the extremity. See how I'm physically touching my own hand again with my leg? Does everyone see that? I don't know what fucking silence means.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, not.
Yeah. I'm not going to go above the knee. No good. Onto your own hand. And what I want to do is I want to kick tall so I can punch my hands straight before dropping my legs back, switching them, and coming up into the guard pass. Generally with the guard pass you want to go around the outside of where you came from because you get to flick the leg. Alright? So we're going to be here. He steps into a Della Riva, I take hold of the pant leg, take hold of the sleeve on the far side. I want to wrap underneath, heave him in, you feel the 7.
No.
Yeah, you're balanced. Take him to the side. Push him, corkscrew, take him to the side. Weave down to the extremity. As you kick tall, you want your hand to go straight. So you can do like a Turkish get up. You feel. Now from here, knee comes out, I come up. As he draws his foot back in, which he will, you want to whip to the other side. Does that make sense? Okay. Do the other side. Fan leg, sleeve, heave him in all the time so when he's resisting, I start pushing, I can pull. Take him off balance. Yeah, I feel it, Seven. To the extremity. No good. Extremity. Now as I kick tall, legs come out from underneath me. I get up away from him because you're going to want to reach me. Punch it down, pass around to the outside. Now I have him. Is everyone happy?
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.